Good afternoon, everyone. This is Boss Cube. I'll be your pilot for this flight. So we are leaving Nagasaki and are going to be making our way to Osaka. Shouldn't be too long of a flight, around an hour and a half, if the wind is right. But we're continuing north on our trajectory towards the north of Japan and then back to Russia and Alaska and all that. So we're making our way. Hope you guys enjoyed the small flight, and we'll see each other once we get to Osaka. Weather seems to have cleared out today. That typhoon is gone, so we should be getting some nice visuals of the scenery of Japan since we're only going to be flying at about 17,000 feet. So let's get to the end of this runway here and go for a nice little takeoff. That's so cool to see. They've added, ever since I've added the helicopters to the game, they actually show up once in a while on the tarmac, which is kind of nice. Should keep looking at where I'm going here. So let's just prepare ourselves. Tower is going to be 1815. So get, no, not 1815. I missed it. 1815. Why is it double tapping? Yep, 1185. My bad. There we go. All right, let's switch over to tower here.
Nagasaki Tower Boss 202 at runway 32 ready for departure IFR to Osaka.
Boss 202 QNH 30.05 wind 022 at 4. Cleared for takeoff runway 32.
Cleared for takeoff runway 32 Boss 202.
No one on the runway here. Onto our landing lights. Flaps in the right position. GPS, autopilot is set to FMS. Everything is good to go. But we're actually going to do what we're supposed to do when we get ready to take off here. We're going to apply the brakes, bring up the throttle, and then release the brakes and take off. So we're supposed to bring the prop all the way to 2000 RPM. Oh, 1970, good enough. And off we go. Torpedo on. Start to rotate at about 90. And we're off of the air. Gear up. Look at those solar panels. Pretty cool. Let's keep climbing here. We've hit 130. Flaps up. There we go.
Boss 202 contact Nagasaki departure on 121.0. Good day.
Going to 121.0 Boss 202. Nagasaki departure Boss 202 is passing 1,200 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Boss 202 Nagasaki departure QNH 30.05. Continue to FU 200 as planned.
There we go, set up to 3005. And zoom in on the map here a little bit. This is beautiful out there. Look at that. This is the Japan that was hiding from us all this time in the clouds. Now we get to see the beautiful mountains and the water and everything. Really, really nice. I like it. We don't really need the separator anymore. And pull back on the throttle a little bit. I just love the scenery. Look at that. Very mountainous, Japan. So far, anyways. I wonder if it's mostly mountainous. Yeah, we're getting some remnants of the clouds there. But it's nothing compared to our last couple of flights. This is actually a very nice day, as you can see. Hopefully it stays that way. You can very clearly see where the urban centers are here in Japan. Like, it's mostly forest when you look at it, but there's a lot of towns and everything.
Maintain 13,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet, Boss 202.
Like, you look at that over there, urban center, they're very much close to the water. A lot of ports. Then again, you have these towns here. Oh, look at that, a golf course! Haha! That's cool. That's the airport we took off from, right there. Very nice. So the H145 got an update. You're gonna see it in the next video. I don't know what they did. Supposedly they've improved stuff.
Boss 202, contact Tokyo Center on 126.1. Good day.
126.1 Boss 202. Tokyo Center Boss 202 is passing 9,300 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Boss 202, Tokyo Center QNH 30.08. Continue to heighten as planned.
Look at all that farmland down there. Bunch of nice squares. You can see that they do a lot of land reclamation because everything is really squared off. There's a lot of parts of Japan that are nicely squared off, and as you saw, they put the airports directly in the bays and whatnot. Really cool.
Boss 202, climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet, Boss 202.
So 17,000 feet is where we're going to park ourselves altitude-wise, and we're going to cruise on over towards Osaka. Now there's one very tall mountain there in the distance. I wonder if that's Mount Fuji. We're probably too far for that. We're definitely going to see Mount Fuji once we get closer to Tokyo, that's for sure.
Boss 202, climb and maintain flight level 190.
190. Okay.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, Boss 202.
I wonder why we were supposed to park at 17. Nah, whatever. Yeah, we're definitely gonna cross Mount Fuji from once we leave Osaka to go to Tokyo. So we might not see it this trip, but we're definitely seeing it on the next one. I take back what I said about the density here. Look at that. In between the mountains, it's just full. That's a lot of stuff. Like even on the other side, unless you're in the mountain, it's just packed with buildings. Wow. Buildings and farms. Alright, we're about to get to our assigned altitude, I think. Didn't ask me to go any higher. Alright, we're gonna start pulling back here, bring it to about my 50 gallon per hour mark. There we go. Perfect. We're going at a nice ground speed of 283. We should be there in 1 hour and 2 minutes. So everything is good. Everything is green across the board. Color RPM, torque. Yep, everything is good. Let's turn that off. We don't need it. Forgot to do that at 10,000 feet. And let's enjoy the view, shall we? The land is sort of popping in and out. Ah, there was another update, it's true. Maybe something changed.
Boss 202, please expedite your climb flight level 190.
Yeah, it's true.
Boss 202, descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet, Boss 202.
Well, that's kind of interesting. I wonder why it made me climb and then descend. And were we passing over something over here? I don't recall there being a tall mountain. Back to 3008, I guess.
Boss 202, please expedite your descent 17,000 feet.
Oh, he's not being very nice. Nothing on the next ride, okay. Let's go activate the radar here. Nothing on radar as far as rain is, so we do see some clouds there in the distance, but I think we're going to be okay. Oh, look at that. They even got farmland on top of the mountains, I think. But all along the rivers there inside those mountains, you could see just houses, houses, houses everywhere. Wow.
Boss 202, contact Tokyo Center on 132.5. Good day.
132.5, Boss 202. Tokyo Center, Boss 202, 17,000 feet.
Boss 202, Tokyo Center, QNH 30.08, continue to as planned.
Alright, everything going according to flight plan. Everything going good. We're making our way over there. Beautiful day today. Would be nice if it would stay that way. I'm supposed to have live traffic on, but I never see or rarely see any anyone on. I'm gonna have to check what this unres thing at the bottom here means. I have no clue. Let's go have a look. Look at some of these peaks. Like if you look at that mountain right there underneath us, you could see the roads on that. It's zigzagging all over. Reminds me of a show I watched when I was younger called Initial D, where you'd have all these little, well, not little, these younger men racing down the mountain sideways, what they call drifting. It was actually pretty fun at the time watching that. I wonder if it wasn't, well, it was definitely inspired by this kind of road. Pretty cool road. Don't know if they still drift as much today though, compared to back in the 90s, with cars being all electronic and forcing you not to slide and whatnot. Oh wow, I'm reading, I just went to get the manual for the G3000, the real G3000 from Garmin. There should actually be a fuel, electrical power, general, landing field elevation, maintenance, weight and fuel, and lighting config that you see there. But there's so much more in the real manual compared to in the real system compared to what they did in the simulator. They're still working on it. I know this is the G3000 mod that I have right now. Um, Still being updated once in a while, so I guess they'll be adding more and more systems as Asobo adds them, I guess. And that's pretty cool, because there's a lot of stuff on there. Yeah, you see, there's another airport on reclaimed land right there. Guess we're flying just under the remnants of that typhoon. Definitely much prefer this to just flying inside clouds all the way. That is so cool seeing those clouds there inside the mountains. But it would seem we are catching up to clouds. We could have waited another day before taking off, but it looked clear where we were. I guess still hasn't cleared up completely. Yeah, if I'm looking at the weather maps right now, there's the big storm that just passed Osaka. Actually, looks like it. It's over Kyoto right now.
Boss 202, contact Tokyo Center on 124.905. Good day. Boss 202, please acknowledge.
I heard you, I heard you.
Going to 124.905, Boss 202. Tokyo Center, Boss 202, 17,000 feet.
Boss 202 Tokyo Center QNH 30.10, continue as planned.
Having some little problems with my head tracker here. Seems to be jumping all over the place. There we go, did a little reset. Replaced it on my head properly. Let's see if that helps. Now look at those clouds just staying near the ground. That's awesome. So let's see, we got 30 minutes left in this flight before we arrive in Osaka. Still doing really good on the fuel and everything. You know, we could actually push it a little more. We're going 280 ground speed here. You know what? We're gonna push it. Let's push the engines a little bit. We got fuel to burn. Look at what happens when we push it, how fast that thing goes down. It's gonna stabilize itself eventually. We're still accelerating here. We are being pushed in the back by wind, which is also helping us out. There we go, a ground speed of 303. That just shaved off about 4 minutes worth. That's pretty darn good, if I wouldn't say so myself. Oh, look in front of us. Look how densely packed this is. Mountains and towns. We're really getting closer and closer to the heartland of Japan. Look over there, all that reclaimed land there. You can see it. It's actually pretty darn cool. I kind of like seeing this, and at the same time, I don't. Let me explain. All this land reclamation is cool in the sense that, humanity is shaping land to suit its needs. Like you can see over there, everything's nicely squared off and everything, and down here too. But at the same time, it's humanity destroying the natural beauty of the land. Uh, I don't know if we'll ever get into a harmony of it, like be able to harmonize human development and natural beauty, land, and all that. Like, yeah, we're going green, we're making electric cars, but when are we going to be able to get that perfect balance? Probably never. Like, we have a lot of people fighting for it, that I understand, but are we ever going to get that balance? That whole thing balanced out there, where we'll be living amongst nature with our technology and not screwing it up like we are doing right now. I don't I don't think we'll ever get there, at least not anytime soon. Not in my lifetime. I'm about halfway through, I guess. But yeah, look at that. It's like a forever city, just continuing and continuing and continuing. That is nuts. You look at all that and you think there'd be a bridge across somewhere. Maybe where all those little islands are. A bunch of bridges connecting. Maybe there are bridges there. Let's see, we are KTE. Let's go look at my map there on Google Maps.
Boss 202, contact Tokyo Center on 133.5. Good day.
133.5, Boss 202. Tokyo Center, Boss 202, 17,000 feet.
Boss 202, Tokyo
Yeah,
Center, QNH 30.13. Continue to Kilo Tango Echo as planned.
Yeah, there should be the settled bridge right there. So, okay, the pressure's going up again. 1-3, 1-3. That means we're gonna have to go down a little bit. Almost makes you want to go into a dive and go check out what's going down there. So this would be the city of Takamatsu. And those little islands back there that are under the wing right now should have what they call the Sato Bridge or Sato Bridge. Yeah, the Great Sato Bridge should be there actually. So this town right here underneath us that you see is called Takamatsu. Takamatsu is a port city on Japan's Shikoku Island. It is known for the sprawling Ritsurin Garden with a tea house, koi pond, landscape, hills, and pine forest. To the east, atop Mount Yashima-ji Temple offers panoramic views over the Seto Island Sea. Nearby Shikoku Village is an open-air museum with a collection of historical buildings from around the island. To the south are the hot springs of Shionoe. Shionoe? Yeah, Shionoe. Hot springs. Nice. Really cool. Huh. Less than 20 minutes to go. As you can see, our destination is right there. RJO, I think it is. Is it an RJO? Yeah, I think it was. Let's go back to the flight plan. Yeah, RJOO. That's where we're landing. Let's set some stuff up here. Waypoint, airport. Select airport. Oh, enter. Frequencies. We want the frequency for ILS runway 32 left. Set to nav 1. Thank you. There we go. We're all set up. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, we're getting closer and closer to clouds. Stretching the neck a little bit. Always good. And back over water. So that island we're going to be flying right over, I think is called Awaji Island. And then we are going to be flying into Osaka proper. Man, just love the view from up here. Look at all that. You see more land reclamation right there. And right over there on the other side of that body of water, that whole gray area. Well, not all of it is Osaka, but it's the Osaka prefecture, but Osaka is more like where the river is over there, right in front of us. We're gonna be landing right in the heart of that.
Off 202 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, boss 202.
Off 202 descend and maintain 3,500 feet.
It doesn't know what it wants.
Descend and maintain 3,500 feet, Voss 202.
Gotta pull back a little bit on the throttle here. Don't want to be going down too crazily fast. Try to get to altitude at the next waypoint here. That looks good enough. And we're gonna have to throttle back even more so we don't go into overspeed. There we go, that's good. There's an airport right under us. That's not where we're going. We're actually going into the city. Right under us is the Kansai International Airport. A lot of people were saying it's slowly sinking, and they always have to do stuff to it to not have it lose. But yeah, the sinking airport currently. Oh, we're going into overspeed. See, I gotta watch it. There we go. Okay. Be happy now. And look at this place. Look at all those ports. You gotta have a lot of boats going into that. That is something else. When you look at that, wow. I can imagine, I don't know how long these islands have been there, these artificial islands, but imagine buying a house on waterfront property a couple, maybe a decade or two ago or whatever, before these things were there, and saying, yeah, I'll get a good view of the bay from now on, and then they start doing that. Down goes property value, at least it would in North America. Well, then again, with how crazy it's been going in the last years with COVID and property value, it'd probably just go up. All right, we're actually fighting wind now.
Off 202, contact Kansai approach on 124.7. Good day.
Going to 124.7, Voss 202.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
What was that?
Kansai approach, Voss 202, 3,600 feet.
Off 202 Kansai approach QNH 30.09er. Continue to havoc as planned.
309er, okay. Let's bring that down. There we go. Yeah, my head tracker's weird today. Let's try to place it differently here. I'm gonna have to reset. There we go. That doesn't do that often, but for some odd reason, track IR sometimes. I guess it picks up a light behind me or something. I don't know. There's the highway. Look at this place. Just so much stuff going on. Alright, let's concentrate on our flight a bit. Definitely that side is you want to avoid at this altitude. Yeah, even further up where Tokyo is, like it's all red over there. Alright, let's start concentrating on our flight plan here. So our nav 1 is already picking up the runway, which is good. And of course the random lightning again, but they did say it was raining here in Osaka, so we might actually get some of that rain. Yeah, that definitely looks like rain right there. Oh yeah, we're hearing it. Let's go get some speed here.
Off 202, you are 18 miles southeast. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. ILS runway tree. 2 left approach.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway tree 2 left approach, Voss 202.
Yeah, we got some really strong side winds here. Being pushed at 36, 34. Wow. Probably being pushed up by this little mountain range right in front of us. There's a tiny airport right there, but that's not where we're going. Ours is a bit further down that way. Alright, let's switch over to the approach. We are at a distance of 14.9. Oh, this is not exactly the best way to go landing, having so much wind in back of us. Maybe we should select the other end there. Come into the wind instead. Start slowing down.
Off 202, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 3,500 feet QNH 30.09er.
Climb and
I'm not
maintain
climbing.
3,500 feet, boss 202.
I have to land. Just transfer me to tower or something.
Off 202, you are 10 miles
There we
southeast
go.
of Osaka. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact tower on 118.1.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 118.1, boss 202. Tower boss 202, 8 miles southeast inbound ILS runway 32 left approach. Boss 202 tower. QNH 30.09er, wind 09er, 7 at 19er. Cleared ILS runway 32 left approach. Cleared ILS runway 32 left approach, boss 202.
I guess this is downtown Osaka.
Boss 202, wind 09er, 7 at 19er. Cleared to land runway 32 left. Cleared to land runway 32 left, boss 202.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
No, don't complain. Bring our speed down to about 85. Final check, so gear down, flaps down, landing lights on, everything's good. Gonna put on the inner separator. Autopilots bring us nicely towards the airfield right there. Okay, winds are down to about 6 knots, so it's not too bad, it's all good. Look at this place. Not many tall buildings in Japan. Guess it has something to do with all the earthquakes. I presume, well, by pictures, definitely Tokyo is going to be a lot different. We're almost there. You can see the runway, the tower, everything's nice and clear. I would not want to live under that. Alright, let's disconnect the autopilot. And there we go. There we go, boys and girls. We've landed nice and safely in Osaka. Roger that.
Boss 202, contact ground on 126.2. Going to 126.2, Boss 202. Ground Boss 202, request taxi to parking.
Boss 202 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway whiskey, 6 cross runway, 14 left Charlie 2 Alpha 1 Echo 1.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway whiskey 6 cross runway 14 left Charlie 2 Alpha 1 Echo 1 Boss 202.
So we are on Whiskey 6. This is the runway we have to cross. We've been cleared to do so. Alright, and then we go on to Charlie 2, Alpha 1, which is going to be that way. As you can see, E1 is going to be turning that way. Just gotta follow the signs. Well, the arrows too, but yeah, more or less making us do a bunch of weird things. And that's where we're gonna go park. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this flight. Welcome to Osaka. And we're gonna go visit the place soon. You guys take care now and see you next time. This is Boss Cube signing off. Take care, all.